You're watching Power Talk on your community TV station, UHF TV 33, Detroit, Highland Park.
Welcome to Detroit Class 313, the show that brings solutions to the concerns and issues of women. Now, on with the show. Here are your hosts, True Johnson and Dee Dee Morgan. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back again for one more fantastic show. This is my co-host, True Johnson. I'm Dee Dee Morgan, and we're here with Nin Bailey. She is a domestic violence survivor, and she's here to tell her story and also just to uplift you and take you to other places. She's even wearing purple, which is the color of the domestic violence advocates. And this month, we are recognizing women that are going through domestic violence. We really lift you up. We ask right now that you sit and be healed. Nin, just tell us about your story.
How you doing, Miss Bailey?
Well, I'm glad to be here and sitting in front of everyone today.
Yes.
My name is Nin Bailey, and I am a survivor because I refuse to be a victim anymore.
That's right.
All right.
My story was told nationally in 2006 in Glamour magazine. It happened in 2006. I was on the freeway in an argument with my domestic partner, and he pulled over on the freeway and started hitting me in the head and everything, and I tried to get out the car at that point and could not get out. We pulled over Ewald Circle. I was told that's a dangerous area, but pulled over, and that's when I got away at that time. My head was hurting profusely. I did not know what I looked like, but I know I seen blood, and I know my head was hurting so bad. So when I finally went to the hospital, I had a crack in my skull.
Oh, my.
Yes, and they said they couldn't do surgery because with that type of, injury to your head, they couldn't do anything, but it had to heal on its own. So it took some years. Even now, today, I still have a crack in my skull, but God is good.
Yes, He is.
Yes, He is.
Yes, He is.
I'm still amongst the living.
That's right.
And just want to say, I take it one day at a time, but I turn my tragedy into a triumph.
That's right.
And how did you do that?
Well, I started giving back. I started helping other women and children of domestic violence, going to do workshops, letting them know that they're not alone. I have walked in their shoes, and to let them know, there's life on the other side that you just don't know. God kept me, and He will keep you as well.
Yes.
Just to let them know, a lot of times we think that we done something wrong, but it's not just us. It's something within that other individual that they just want to lash out on you because they don't know how to deal with their own issues.
Right.
But I learned that it wasn't me. I thought it was me at first, but I had to soul search, pray about it, and then I did forgive him.
Yes.
Because I had to move on.
Right.
You have to forgive and forget.
Yes,
And that's the key.
that is the key. That is the most important
So
thing.
I just want the women and men, because it happens to women and men, just to forgive the person. You don't really have to be around them, but you have to have forgiveness in your heart to even move on, to heal.
Yes.
Okay. True.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Because I really wanted to get into how you healed and flowered and just became the beautiful woman you are today.
Yes.
The decisions you made, the life-changing decisions.
Okay. What I did basically, I more or less try to put myself and help other people. That's my healing. going to shelters, talking to women, and I have a daughter and I have a son, and I didn't want them to have to experience that as well.
Right.
Yes.
Going up, and didn't want them to know that that's how true love is. That's not love. Love does not hurt, ladies
That's
and
right.
gentlemen.
Hello.
That's right.
Does not hurt at all. So, helping the women and the children, talking to them, that helped heal me, because a lot of times we don't want to discuss our situations because we might think somebody's going to talk about us,
Right.
and
Or embarrassed.
very much so.
Yes.
Embarrassed and everything. So by talking about it, that helped other women come out more so.
Exactly.
I call it behind closed doors, because
Yes.
you have to come out behind closed doors in order to heal, in order to get the situation to stop.
So
Yes.
you mentioned, Miss Bailey. First of all, I just want to tell you how wonderful you look, and I
Thank
love your
you.
purple
That's
suit.
my
That's
favorite
beautiful.
color.
Purple is a very prosperous color.
Yes, it is.
Because you mentioned embarrassment earlier, because a lot of women out there, they are stuck in domestic violence relationships, and they're very embarrassed by being with the person that is abusing them. Is there something that you can tell the women out there, a specific step that you took to deal with the embarrassment? Because I know there may have been some people in your life that knew about your situation, knew that you were still staying in the relationship, and may have judged you because of what you did by staying in the relationship. How did you deal with that embarrassment?
Well, first of all, I didn't let anyone know that I was in that situation. I pretty much,
Because of the embarrassment.
well, yeah, and because I'm like this, I like to keep my business at home and not put it out there in the street and try to work it out myself. But I can say the next day after the situation happened, ladies and gentlemen, I went to work with a black eye, bump on my head, because I had to take care of my children, and I knew that it wasn't my fault. It was a situation that happened, and I wanted to let people know that I'm not embarrassed. I got out of it and I survived.
Yes,
That's
you
the
did.
key. You have to
Yes,
just
you do.
think about you surviving. You're not dead. You have your
That's right.
children to take care of and think about.
That's right.
So I did walk around looking like that, because I knew that it's just a lesson that learning to happen, and it's gonna heal, and I'm still here. My children still
that's
has
right.
their mother.
Yes.
So and the thing about it, a lot of his friends, he told them things. People did go shy away from me, didn't want to talk to me. But you know what? I had God. I didn't need them.
That's right.
Because they
That's
weren't
right.
true friends anyway.
Okay, so that's my key, everybody. We're going to cut to a short break. I'm your host, True Johnson, the beautiful Dee Dee Morgan, and we're here with the wonderful Nin Bailey, and we're talking about surviving today, ladies. Surviving domestic violence. You're watching Detroit Class 313, and we're here at TV 33 WHPR Detroit. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Detroit Class 313. Welcome back to Detroit Class 313.
We're back, everybody. We are here with the wonderful Nin Bailey, and we are discussing, we're talking about domestic violence, everybody. This is Domestic Violence Month. We want to say hello to all of domestic violence survivors, and we want to pray for those who didn't survive, and just tell their families that we love them. And we're here with the beautiful Dee Dee Morgan, and we're talking about
love you.
domestic violence today, ladies. And we want to pinpoint that there is more than one form of domestic abuse, okay?
Yes.
We want to touch on the verbal abuse that comes along with the domestic violence.
And mental.
Emotional and mental. So I know you had to deal with that, Miss Bailey. Can you please shed a little light to our viewers on how you overcame some of that abuse?
Okay. Well, I can say, like, when somebody verbal, abuse you, sometimes you verbal abuse them back,
Yes, you
and
do.
then you
Yes.
realize, oh, well, I'm an abuser too if I'm
Right.
doing the same
Exactly.
thing. But, yeah, verbal, physical, mental, all of that is abuse, ladies and gentlemen. I just have to say that you just have to see the signs. See the signs coming on in the beginning. It could be family members, friends. It's not no color, creed, age. It's just domestic violence is domestic violence. And like I said, what helped me, I did go to counseling for a while.
You did.
I pretty much stayed away from my family because I didn't too much want them to know. the days that I was hurting, and my children, my daughter, I love my son. They had to cook for me, clean the house. I couldn't do anything but sleep because the headaches was so bad. But I still kept going to work every day, doing it because I had to take care of my children.
How did you get away from your abuser?
Well, I said enough is enough.
That's right.
It has happened over time, and they said they're sorry.
So you did leave him more than one time?
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. I did leave. And then we did go to counseling, thought things was going to change, but it didn't change. So I said, you know what? The next time is going to be where somebody's really, really going to get hurt. And I really got hurt, whether he know it or not. I didn't talk to him basically after this, the incident. We pretty much was going back and forth to court, and he paid a lawyer and said I was lying and everything. But you know what? He knew the truth because he apologized to my family and everybody. So, I did, actually, I was my own lawyer. I stood up and I knew it was right. I didn't have to pay anybody.
To tell the truth.
To tell the truth
Exactly.
and stand on the truth.
I had pictures, I had the bruises, and I still have the scars, but you may not see the scars, but they're there. It's in my head, but just wanted to say that sometimes they do lie their way out of it, tell people things that this or that, but it's always two sides to every story.
Yes, it is.
It's always two sides.
So tell us about the career that you chose that helped you overcome your domestic violence situation.
Well, the career that I'm doing right now, I'm an event planner. Well, I love planning any type of events.
Okay.
Any type of events. And I went to Detroit Entrepreneurship Institute.
Yeah, shout out to Detroit Entrepreneur Institute.
Yes.
All the alumni out there. Captain McClendon, I love you for even having that school to show us how to become entrepreneurs.
That was wonderful.
That was wonderful.
Detroit entrepreneurship.
And I put my heart and my soul into it. I did a lot of events for free because I wanted people to know, how I was, what type of person, clean, and if I come in there on time, and that I know what I was doing.
Exactly.
But through time, I got paid.
All right.
And that's always the key, right?
All right.
Ecclesiastics 10:19, everybody. If you don't know what it is, check Detroit 313 class. I will tell you what that's all about, getting that money.
Yep, and
that's right.
The events that I thank God, I really do, because I have a lot of friends and family that's in high places, low places, and I've done so many great events that I wouldn't have believed that I would even actually do. But I put my heart and my soul and everything into what I do, so people trust me and they know that I am a very good businesswoman.
So let me think back on this. Part of healing is to accept your part in the abuse, forgiveness.
Exactly, you have to.
And then you put out a plan. In other words, you really looked at your talents and skills to see what you can do, because you had a family to support. So women, you can't be selfish. If you have children, you have to think about your children. So therefore, you have to keep going. You have resources. We're here for you.
Yes, we are.
We have community events. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of them. We'll talk about what numbers. Do you have any numbers or websites women can go to? Or
do you have a website?
I do have a website. Yes.
Tell everybody what
But
it is.
it's not up and running.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
a
you
little-
know what?
it's down.
We're going to
It's-
list that on the website,
Yeah.
everybody. You'll be able to get
Yes.
in Bailey's information. You can just go to DetroitClass313.com and we'll have her phone number. You can watch all the different shows.
Do you
and
have a
can just
phone
call
number
in,
right
Bailey.
now?
Yes, my phone number is 248-416-6438. I never turn it off because with the women that I do go and do counseling and workshops with, they call me all time of nights,
Really?
so I can, talk to them because I, know what they're going
Right.
through.
Tell them one more
Yes.
time what that phone number is then.
248-416-6438.
Okay.
And as you mentioned, with my event planning, I had to put myself, do something other than what in my business is called Tresor. Tresor means treasure in French. So I tell the women when I do talk to them, you have to dig deep inside of you and bring out all the treasures that God had within you. They're there, ladies and gentlemen.
So many.
It's so many.
We're a treasure chest in ourselves, ladies. So we do have to pull out those hidden treasures. Sometimes they can be buried by things like domestic violence and abuse. So we have to always, like you said, Nen, dig deep. We're going to cut to a quick break, everybody. We're here with Nen Bailey. She's a survivor of domestic violence. You're watching Detroit Class 313, and we're here at TV 33 WHPR, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
You're watching Power Talk on your community TV station, UHF TV 33, Detroit, Highland Park.
Welcome back to Detroit Class 313. We welcome back to you. Thank you for tuning in to Detroit Class 313 with the beautiful True Johnson. I'm Dee Dee Morgan, and we're here with the very beautiful and dynamic Nen Bailey. Tell us about some of your accomplishments. What did you accomplish on your road to recovery?
Well, I got a award certificate from Miss Kathy Garrett, Wayne County Clerk, when I graduated from school. I asked her to come to our graduation, and not knowingly that she did show up because, sometimes she says she walked through the hallways and people don't know who she is. But I asked her to come, and she did come to my graduation, and I got a certificate from her. I got a Detroit Spirit Award from the Detroit City Council at that time. And with my daughter and my son's school, I got a parent award because I was a mentor and a PTSA president for 4 years in a row that my daughter went to high school at the time.
Okay. Beautiful.
That's excellent.
Beautiful. So what type of organizations can we tell our women out there to go and feed themselves, get healed? Who should they talk to? Things like that. Do you have some resources? I know there's plenty out there, but personally.
Well, there's the Interim House. There's Peggy's Place. There's Looking for My Sister. There's Safe. There's so many various organizations that's out there that can help you. Your city clerk office. I mean, you can go there for PPO. You can go there. I mean, just about everything. They have a booklet that you can go through to get the different organizations and to help whatever you need. Most of the shelters that they have out there can assist and help you what you need. Go to your local churches. They have, resources as well. Talk to somebody.
Right.
Don't just keep your mouth closed. Go to your school, your principals, because it's happening in high schools. It's happening on the lower level. I mean, we just,
Since
it's
you should
everywhere.
mention that, but that is happening in the high schools, it seems that the age with the women that are getting abused more younger and younger every day. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say to my young people out there, it seems that you'll see like a lot of playing going on with the teenagers and the girls. They're hitting the guys and they're grabbing on them and things of that nature. And we just want to say that you can express yourself without being physical. Exactly. If someone's being physical with you, they're grabbing on you, hitting you, is that not an early sign of some type of domestic violence?
It may get worse.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
It may get worse.
And a lot of times, with the high school, because like I said, I used to be a mentor in my daughter's high school, and some of the girls, they would be afraid to talk to their parents, but I would been always open-minded. My daughter can talk to me about anything. Her friends should talk to me.
So you encourage
them. To go and talk to their parents. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Because it can get worse. I know my grandmother's friend, her granddaughter went through the situation and ended up, getting killed. So, you have to be open-minded. Parents, it's just basically the parents, you really have to be open-minded and talk to your children about any situation. When they come home from school, how's your day? Not just, let them go sit down, play, watch TV. You need to have a casual conversation and know what's going on in their lives. And I have that closeness with my son. I have that closeness with my daughter,
Yeah, ladies, I think really what this is all about, again, Detroit Class 313 is all about your healing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's all about making you whole, giving you solutions.
That's right.
And stop hiding.
Yep, come
We
out
do
behind
that.
closed doors, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a great show. I thank the producers. I thank Pablo and you young ladies
Yes,
for even
thank you.
having
Thank
me
you
here
for
on the
being
show
here.
to speak out against
Yes,
domestic
yes, yes.
violence because we do share the month with cancer.
We do.
And, ladies and gentlemen, I charge everyone in Detroit that is up there. Next year, we have to really go full blast
We do.
with
Yes.
domestic violence. We have to do the walk.
Well,
we have to
speak
knock
out
on
more.
doors. We
Yes,
have
we
to,
do.
Purple
let
ribbons.
everybody know. Purple ribbons,
Purple
whatever. Let
ribbons,
me know.
everybody.
I
Look
need a
for the purple
manufacturer.
ribbons.
I will be, the spearhead because my life on earth is to make sure before I do leave that I have to help someone else because that's what we're here for to
So
be help.
counseling is one thing that you did
Mm-hmm.
that helped you. Or do you still get counseling now?
I don't.
No.
But it's always good to get counseling.
It's always
You
good.
never don't have to really be in
Never
a
too much.
situation. But
Exactly.
yeah.
You had to go through family counseling, didn't you, with your children because they went through something too.
Yes,
I'm pretty
most
sure.
definitely. Your children, a lot of times we always think it's just us that we're going through
Right.
it, but the children, most definitely, you have to seek and get them counseling and
That's
talk
so
to them
true.
because they're going through it as well, right along with you.
Yes.
Yes.
So the counseling, you said that helped, and also being forgiving, ladies. Forgiving your abuser is very, very important because if you don't, then you'll just soil your own heart with anger and bitterness.
And then
so was that
you
a
won't
problem?
be no good to anyone else because
Right.
please don't believe me. Just because that one person did it to you doesn't mean that it's going
The
to
next
be
person.
everybody,
Right.
the next person. So you can't carry that baggage in on the next person and think that they're that way.
Right.
No, it's not. So before you even try to get in another relationship, you have to make sure you
That's right.
get your insides and out, healed.
Right.
So again, your phone number is
248-416-6438.
Beautiful.
and while we have a minute, I want to thank again Vocal Mob Magazine. Thank you.
Thank you, Vocal Mob.
Thank you. And we want to thank Brandy
Aaron
for
D'Angelo's.
right, Aaron D'Angelo's.
The salon. Hello. Yeah, that's what
the salon on 6 Mile. She does wonderful hair and very patient.
What's that phone number for Vocal Mob, Didi?
No, Vocal Mob, or do you mean for Brandy? Now I know that
give
number.
Brandy's phone number
Okay.
first. Then
Brandy's
give Vocal
phone
Mob's.
number is 313-459-5410, I believe. If I need any correction,
You can go to the website, everybody.
yes.
And also, I just want to give a quick shout out to my wonderful, beautiful sister. She was killed from a domestic violence situation in June. Erica, we love you. R.I.P. baby sis, and R.I.P. to all of the domestic violence survivors. Ladies, we want you to know that we love you. You're precious. You're absolutely
right.
priceless.
Special love for you.
And you can go right to DetroitClass313.com. If you need help with a domestic violence situation, you can click on that link and go straight to a domestic violence hotline, and
right.
someone will be there to help you. Don't be afraid to make a phone call and reach out for help,
Yeah.
please.
Open up and
Open
holler.
up, yes. And you're watching Detroit Class 313 TV 33 WHPR. I'm your
And
host,
as
True
always,
Johnson. Dee Dee
love
Morgan, we love you.
As
Peace,
always.
everybody.
Good night.
Thank you,
night.
man, so much for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're watching Power Talk on your community TV station, UHF TV 33, Detroit, Highland Park.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it up in the deep. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it up in the deep. Shake it, 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 shake it up in the deep. Shake it, 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 shake it up in the deep. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Detroit Class 313 is the place we wanna be. Detroit 313. That's what's up in the D. Let's talk about it.
Hi, this is Martha Reeves, and wherever I'm performing, I listen to Detroit Hot Radio. It's all the music that we all love. Detroit Hot Radio.